My question to you guys is, what do you guys think if we kind of shifted the direction of this Lincoln Town Car and kind of almost made it like a little sleeper build, you know, with a big supercharger on it, a nice exhaust, and actually give this thing some power? So here we are. This is my 2004 Lincoln Town Car Ultimate. As many of you know that follow this channel, a lot of the reason why I got a lot of subscribers, not a lot, but a good chunk of you comes from content I've been doing on this Lincoln Town Car. So we are currently in March, and I have owned this car since about September of 2023. So I've had it for a little bit amount of time now, and I've done numerous things to it. Nothing extreme, like a supercharger or exhaust. We don't have anything crazy like that yet. But I'm going to save that for the end of the video because I want your guys' opinion on some things that I'm thinking about doing to this car. I'm just not sure if I want to do them yet. Hopefully you guys can give me a little insight or give me your advice on what I should do with this thing. So I got this Lincoln Town Car for a pretty good deal. It was a Facebook Marketplace find. I originally got it. It had like 33 or 34,000 miles on it. It currently has a little bit under 38,000, or maybe it's right. Maybe it's a little under 39, somewhere around there. So I put, 4,000 miles on it, 5,000 miles on it, somewhere in that range. And I absolutely love it. Now I'm just gonna start naming some things here that I've done to this car. And then we will go into what I'm thinking about doing to this car. So first things first are these wheels. Now I actually got the wheels of this car powder coated chrome. That's why if you look very closely, you can see the center cap is a little off compared to the rest of the wheel. And the reason why I did that is because the wheels were actually peeling. The finish on them were peeling, and it was making a terrible, terrible sound when I would drive. So I figured let's strip them down and go ahead and get them powder coated. And now that sound is away, which is good. And I don't know, I might change up the wheels in the future, but as of right now, this is what it's staying with. It works, I'm happy with it. And yeah, another thing I did when I first got this car is I added window tint to it. Now this car had no tint on it, and I really thought that adding a nice shade of tint would really set it off. So I actually even did the windshield, and I did, the rest of the 5 windows. For those of you wondering, the windshield is 50%, and the rest of the windows on the car are 25 or 20%. I think 25%. So to some people, it might come off as too dark. Me personally, I think it's just right. I think it really sets it off. As you can see, I don't know how good the camera picks it up, but you could still see into the car. It's not like it's pitch black. So it's got a nice shade of dark, but it's not too dark, which is what I was going for. Man, look at that paint. This cashmere tri-coat color from Lincoln. I mean, they really knocked it out the park with this paint. If you could look closely with the sun hitting it, that sparkle just brings out the crystal clear headlights as well as that chrome grille, and it's just such a nice looking car. Sorry, I'm getting carried away now. Okay, so we got the wheels done, we got window tint. We did the vent cowl. For those of you wondering with these cars, if you're familiar with these cars, you know about it, the water leaking into the rear passenger side footwell. So we did that. I also did a YouTube video on that. Oil changes, we did 2 already. I did a YouTube video on that as well, on how to change the oil on these cars. So if you're curious on that, go ahead and check that out. And other maintenance I did was brake fluid, power steering fluid. I still need to do the coolant. I'm gonna take it to the dealership to get the coolant flush. But yeah, we did brake fluid, power steering fluid. I changed out the fuel filter as well on this car because I'm pretty sure that was the original one. So we did that. I added a bottle of Berryman's B12, the fuel additive, to kind of clean this baby out because obviously, telling by the mileage, she wasn't driven much by the previous owner. So I was hoping that would kind of help it, and it did. I did a video on that as well. It got me, if you're looking at a quick way to get an extra 2 miles per gallon more out of your car, 2 to 3 miles per gallon more out of your car go check out that video. It doesn't have to be a Lincoln Town Car, any gas car. Add a bottle of that. Idle smoother and better gas mileage, which we could all use because these gas prices are going up. So as for like maintenance and modifications, that's kind of what I did, which is, it's really cosmetic stuff. The wheels, the window tint, that cowl, whatever. But I'm kind of thinking about maybe possibly taking this car into a different direction, and I want to get your guys' opinion on it. So these cars are great, don't get me wrong, and you know, I love it. I love it for what it is. It's a rear-wheel drive luxury sedan. It's very comfortable, and it's great. It's a highway cruiser. You know, it does what it needs to do. But I kind of got in this wormhole, this rabbit hole of people taking these cars, these Lincoln Town Cars, these Crown Vics, and slapping on a supercharger as well as exhaust, and they do a tune, and they kind of make it like this sleeper Lincoln Town Car. So although it looks like a grandpa car, they kind of soup these things up, and I guess this V8 that they put in here from Ford is actually pretty good at doing a little bit of modification to, in order to get this thing to move pretty quick. And I always thought, especially with what I'm doing on this channel, that would be kind of something cool to do. The problem that I'm having is this example is such low mileage that I almost feel like guilty modifying it that way. Now, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, it is my car, and it's kind of like, who cares what the mileage is? Do what you're gonna do. But these cars, they don't make them anymore, and it's to find one this low mileage and bone stock, kind of like how I have this thing, it really is kind of like rare in a sense. And I don't know if I should really, I guess, tamper with it, I guess you would say. However, I also am to the point where, although I've enjoyed it these last, whatever it's been, 6 months I've owned this thing, I'm kind of ready to like spice it up a little bit and make it my own. Like, yeah, I did the window tint and I changed the wheels, I guess, a little bit, but not really, because they still had the stock look. But you know, my question to you guys is, what do you guys think if we kind of shifted the direction of this Lincoln Town Car and kind of almost made it like a little sleeper build, you know? Like a grandpa Lincoln Town Car sleeper with a big supercharger on it, a nice exhaust, and actually give this thing some power. And as I'm blabbering, I just kind of want to give you guys a shot of the interior, just in case you're new to the channel and you've never seen me or my car yet, just to show you. I mean, everything is super, super clean, and even the leather, I mean, these seats almost look like they haven't even been sat in. The back is even crazier, the quality. I got my bag back there, but you can see just from the seat quality, I mean, this thing is very, very well taken care of. And I take care of it. I love it. It's awesome, but I don't know. I kind of got the itch to almost start playing around and, you know, start to make it my own a little bit. And I just love the chrome. The chrome just pops so nice, man. I just, with the door handles, the little strips down here, and for a 20-year-old car, I mean, my example obviously was always garage kept. Look at how clear the headlights are. It's like crystal clear, look at that. I mean, this thing is nicer looking than the majority of new cars they're putting out nowadays. It just timeless styling by Lincoln. So I don't know, guys. Are we ready to slap a supercharger on this thing yet? I mean, how do we do this? What should we do? I want to keep making content on this car. I love doing YouTube. I love, you guys know I'm always posting content, and I want to keep posting about the Lincoln, but I just feel like there's only so much you could do on a stock car. I mean, should we do a little build series on this? What if we do a build series, we slap on a supercharger, we slap on an exhaust, an air intake, a tune, and we kind of get this thing hauling a little ass. You know what I mean? I don't know. Talk to me in the comments. But yeah, guys, that's to conclude the video today. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys an update on everything I've done so far to the car, as well as possible future plans. So yeah, kind of short, sweet, plain and simple, whatever you want to call it, but that's really all I got. Supercharger or no supercharger? Talk to me here. It's your boy Getthisnick. Thanks for dropping by. As always, like, comment, subscribe. And of course, guys, if you like car content, make sure you subscribe, because that's what we do on this channel. And as always, we will see you guys on the next video.